Today we're talking with Jack Harkins, a U.S. Navy veteran. Jack, welcome.
Thank you.
Jack, could you give us a little background, please?
Well, I was raised in Rock Island until I was 20. I joined the Navy when I was 19. I did boot camp, of course, in San Diego,
And what year did you join the Navy, Jack?
65.
65.
I joined, yeah, I did boot camp in San Diego. Then I went to Lemoore for in between boot camp and going to school in Memphis for aviation electronics technician. I got out of that, I went back to Lemoore, California for a little while for training. Then I went out on the Saratoga in the Mediterranean for a few months. Came back from that, went back to Lemoore, California again. I went back out in '68 on the Coral Sea aircraft carrier. And I worked on A4 Skyhawks as aviation electronics technician.
Now, was the Coral Sea, was that in the South China Sea at the time, or?
It was when I was in it, it was in Vietnam.
Yeah, so it's off
Yeah.
South China Sea.
Yeah.
Now, what other aircraft did they have on the Coral Sea?
They had Founds and a lot of other ones too, but I worked in A4 Skyhawks.
Mm-hmm. Now, did they have any like Sky Raiders or anything like that, or?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can't. It's been over 50 years.
Yeah, it's been a few moons, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You enjoy?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did. Good experience to see how great a country we live in.
Okay. Now, does that what all does that entail? What you did on these aircraft?
What I did on the airplane?
Yeah.
I worked on the navigation, radios, and altimeters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff for when if somebody shot a missile at you, it gets SAMs at you, it could deter them so they wouldn't hit the plane.
Sure. Now, those particular aircraft, were they some that were used for electronic jamming?
No, I think we used more of attack aircraft.
Okay. So.
We put bombs and things like that on it.
Sure. Now, you were on the Coral Sea there for, what, a couple of years, did you say?
No, I was only over there about a year.
Okay. And
Came back out, when I came back to the States, I got out of the service and I went to work for Alcoa.
Okay. Now, how many years were you in service? Was it
Just 4.
just 4? Okay. So you got out and went to work for Uncle Al.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you do down in Alcoa, Jack?
I was a pot tender and for quite a while. I set carbons for quite a while. In the last 10 years, I was equipment operator in cranes.
Right. So how many years down there?
40.
40 years.
Hot, miserable place.
Yeah, I've heard people that have worked there and retired said it's a garden spot in the Northwest. I said, well, that's not the impression that I get from some of the people. Oh, no.
It's a hot, miserable place.
Yeah.
But it was a steady job, and I know when I got out of the Navy, they told me I'd only be getting $1.65 an hour, any job in the Wenatchee area. And I went to work Alcoa and I got $3.65.
Whoa.
Back there, not 65 and 69. I got $3.65, which is pretty good money for that time.
I know when I got out, the first job I got was about $1. I think I was around $1.75, and then I went to work for the Forest Service, and I got $4.84 an hour, and I thought I was a tall cotton.
Yeah, but you did.
Yeah, it was a good job, but other than working at Alcoa, Jack, can take part in any like service clubs or anything like that in Comanche or
Well,
anything during
when
that?
Alcoa shut down one time, I did volunteer work for the YWCA
Mm-hmm.
and yard sales and stuff like that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Now you still live in the valley then, don't you, Jack?
I live here in Wenatchee.
Well, is there anything else you wanted to speak to about your service?
I enjoyed my 4 years in the service, really did. Got to see what other countries are like Philippines, how dirty it was, and Turkey, and
Sure.
you know, you make you appreciate the country we live in, the greatest country in the world.
Yeah. Well, Jack, we appreciate your service,
Well, thank you.
and I sure appreciate you coming in today and having a little chat with us. And
I really enjoyed the Navy. I didn't want to be what we call a lifer, because I liked the idea of coming home at night to your wife,
Yep.
you know, and not seeing her for months at a time.
Yeah, that, probably not a good deal.
Of course, I got in when I was in the Navy. Our ship got within 12 miles of Vietnam, so I got a good dose of Agent Orange, spare drift.
Mm-hmm. Now, then you're covered under that 2020 Blue Water Vet Act, aren't you?
Yeah.
That was a long time coming, Jack. Long time coming. I know the gentleman that was just sitting in your chair that was on the Big E.
Yeah.
He said that, well, he suffers. He has some medical issues from.
I do.
And he said the VA said, well, you weren't boots on the ground, and he said, I can show you pictures of barrels of Agent Orange on the Enterprise,
But you can.
you know, and yeah.
We probably had barrels on our ship, you know. I'm very blessed that with Tony, you know, of course, a woman at the senior center, her husband had, like I did, I've had prostate cancer. She told me about this because I had prostate cancer too.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been blessed with fairly decent health. I mean, I got problems, you know, COPD and stuff like that.
We just got high mileage, Jack.
Yeah,
Just
we are.
kinda
Well,
like
we know we're lucky we're still alive.
Yeah, kind of like an old '64 Chevy pickup. It still goes down the road, but not quite as fast as this.
See what I got?
Yeah, I know. I see that. That's sure not a '64 Chevy, is it? Yeah, that's a beauty. That's a beauty.
That's a 2019.
Well, I'm glad that your health is in
Pretty
good
good.
shape. Yeah.
And when I was 70, they told me I had Parkinson's, which I did not, as you can tell. I got put in a home, and thank God I got put in that home. I did, because he figured out what was wrong with me. He was over-medicated. It was killing me. And here I am.
You were getting medication that you didn't even need.
Well, I didn't. I shouldn't have been on. It about took me.
So you're not taking the medication anymore, and you don't
No.
have Parkinson's.
Well, I don't have Parkinson's, and I'm not taking that medicine.
Yeah.
I take medicine for being bipolar, but not that medicine.
Well, you look like you're in pretty good shape. I mean, you walked in here pretty spry. I mean, I didn't see no cartwheels or jumping jacks, but I don't do cartwheels and jumping jacks
No.
unless I want to fall down.
No,
Well, that's
I'm
great.
I'm happy to see the countries I saw when I was in the Navy. Like Japan is a really nice country to be in, but we went to Hong Kong and lots of different countries.
Sure.
Singapore.
Now, did you get any place other than just the Pacific? I mean,
I spent 3 or 4 months in the Mediterranean on a Saratoga.
now how was that?
It was good.
Yeah.
We came back across the Atlantic in a hurricane.
Whew.
That baby was that big ship was going.
Really? Really? You know, they're awful big ships, boy. You get them out in the ocean, though, and that's just a little bobber coming through.
It is.
Big old waves and everything.
It's so bad that we had planes breaking loose on the flight deck, and they couldn't send anybody out there, tie them back down. You know, it's called bear watch. You know what I'm talking about. That, you know, and it was breaking loose, and they had to just let them go. If they would have gone, they would have gone. They didn't go,
Yeah.
but nobody could go up on the flight deck.
Well, you don't want to lose people, I can understand that, so that's
No.
great.
No.
Well, that's great, Jack.
How many years were you in the service? How many years were you in the Army?
3.
Just 3? Drafted?
Nope. No.
Enlisted?
No. Well, my number was 7. And I think that year they were drafting, I don't know, 125. But my parents were Army veterans, and I enlisted about 5 days after I graduated from high school. I appreciated their service, and like you, I appreciate all the benefits of this fine country.
Yeah.
And I felt it was something that I needed to do for my
I
country.
think everybody needs to go in the service to see what other countries live like. This protesting they've got right now is ridiculous.
Well, and I think that it gives everybody a clear perspective of just how wonderful our country is.
It's a wonderful country. Got problems,
Sure.
but our problem's a lot less than anybody else's problems.
Well, is there anything else, Jack, that you'd like to share with us today, or?
But no, I've had a good life. You know, unfortunately, I'm not married anymore. My wife kind of went to heaven.
Well, we all end up unless we're not on the straight and narrow, we hopefully
Yeah,
we'll all end up
my
with a
last
happy
girlfriend's
place.
not.
Cool.
I'm not seeing her anymore. I would like to have another one.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm always looking.
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yeah. 51 years. So
If I would have stayed married the first time, I would have married 57, 58.
that's a long time to be with one woman, but if you get the right one, it's a blessing. So
My second one's a really good woman.
Yeah, I'm blessed. So.
I was only with her 25 years.
That's a long. Some of these guys today, 25 minutes is a long time. So, but
Yeah, my last girlfriend that I had, thank God, saw the real her.
well, Jack, thank you so much for
You're
coming in
welcome.
and the conversation, and we appreciate your service. And
Tony would have called me, I would have came back.
okay, well, take care. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you. And